Consider me provoked.
Forwards!
Oh, please, will you just fucking hit, man? Fuck's sake. Oh, this is going to be fun. A long journey through the cave stretching around Silverstep Lake brought our heroes to a large narrow crack in the wall. This time, however, the crack looked different from the previous ones. We started to realise that we were nearing something mysterious and magical. More and more strange vegetation appeared on the cave walls and floor. More mould and lichen gave way to huge flowers, enormous mushrooms, and even some bushes brimming with berries, big and bountiful. The crack itself was as odd as its surroundings. Within it seemed pure darkness, thick and deep, was roiling beyond the crack. But what space lay beyond, none of us could have guessed. We all noticed the draft from the crack that seemed to rise and fall, like breathing, stirring the dust motes within the musty cave. So, did our heroes do it? Well, I guess, look around. One needn't be a druid to understand the plants under our feet were unusual, to say the very least. They were too big and too tall, and the flowers had unnatural shades that made the eyes hurt to look at them. Perhaps it was the soil that grew and that caused them to grow in such a way, but who could tell for certain? The plants blanketed not just the floor, but the walls too. Here and there in the darkness we could see glimmering islands of luminescent lichen. If that wasn't intriguing enough, stalks grew from the lichen, and on the ends huge big multifaceted fruits. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Maybe the seeds of the strange plants had found their way here, blown by the wind from the narrow fissure. After all, it was strong enough to stir the notes of the cave, even part a hair or two of our fellows' heads. If we were on cue, we caught the faint smell of pollen from the other side of the crack. Perhaps beyond was the source of a strange garden. Readying ourselves, we decided to act. The first of us started to squeeze through the gap, cursing and grunting, your humble servant following right behind. The Baron's consigliere can't allow a tiniest detail to escape her attention, so I had to be as close to the front as possible. This time our path to adventure proved little to our liking. The crack in the rock was narrow, even for me, and led us further and further, curving and twisting, until I quite lost my bearings. The wind from the other side became stronger and blew into our faces, bringing new smells. Fresh grass, fragrant buds, sweet blossoms. Then suddenly the ground gave way. The path had become a sinkhole. Blood rushed up to my head. My stomach sank to my feet, and I had the most peculiar dizziness sensation. My body was pulled in two directions at once, as if divided across some strange wall that separated here and there, until I was truly there, and no longer here. I had no time to be afraid. My fall was quick and my landing was soft. We fell right into a cushion of thick, high grass. Pulling herself together, your humble servant immediately started to look around, asking what happened. Where had she been whisked off to with the brave Baron? I confess, even for me, it was hard to choose the right words to describe what lay before our eyes. Well, this is grand.
Primitive. Please strike.
Gnome looks old, worn, and is covered in a layer of dust, as he sat here for some time without moving. His back is hunched, and as you approach, he tilts his head up to you, giving an odd half smile. Come, child, come closer. Don't be scared. The sound of your footsteps remind me of... The gnome dips his head and goes silent, although his lips remain moving as if he is speaking silently to himself. Indeed, you can meet me brethren in most unexpected places, which makes it the expression unexpected place pointless when gnomes are concerned. You children are always so curious. Questions, more questions, and some more questions. Who are you? I'm just an old man, a remnant of the past in a world what cares as little for time as you care about the air you breathe. The gnome covers his eyes and starts rocking back and forth. So many things lost, so many people left, and still I'm here. His voice drops to a whisper, but he continues to rock back and forth. What is this place? This is the beginning that was before all other beings, the echo born before sound. This is the mark of the margins of sacred texts made by gods when they got bored. This is a world, but unlike all other worlds. Okay, are we? Oh, this is Jubilos's quest. Where else? This year I've got 1,127 questions for you. I'll pluck approximately. Coughs and strains after trying to protect an air of authority. Do me the courtesy of answering at least one. Do you know why the gnomes left the first world? Just like that. Just no. Final and absolute, without any nuance or explanation. Jubilo's face is a mix of emotions that are difficult to read. He's either indignant, furious, or very, very disappointed. If you seek a snake, don't ask her sloth for directions, but I'll give you. The gnome goes silent if his ears are caught something and then resumes. Those others, they never left, they never went anywhere, they just disappeared. Everyone disappeared. The gnome averts his eyes. I have nothing more to tell you. I've seen something odd here, a vision of a woman and many others in the mist. They appeared before me, then vanished. Well, we know that's the elven, the druid lassie. Dryad lassie. The goddess once passed here, the proud one, the bitter one, and one who fell so far you never had fallen to her knees. Her steps still echo, taste the silence, the salt in the air and her tears. And when you blink, there's something in your corner of your eye, a shadow, a vision. A memory. A strange glow appears in the gnome's eyes. When you approach for a moment, I thought I saw her again. The way you walk, this powers you radiate, and a ghostly crown of a newborn kingdom upon your brow. It cannot be seen, but I see the weight your shoulders bear carrying it. Your connection with her. With she who fell, it is stronger than you think. Troubling events brought me here. Maybe you know something about what's happening. So much meaning can be hidden in one maybe. Monsters are emerging from seed portals in my lands. What do you know? Monsters? No. They are just creatures, frightened, as you and I would be as far from home. They lived here for me for time countless. And we're my old friends before the bloom tore the world. It's not their fault. Seal the bloom and they will trouble your world no longer. How did I get out of here? The gnome turns away and looks at the feet for a long time, mumbling under his breath. After several moments, he turns to you again. It is possible to leave this place. Possible, yes. But to cross back, you need to bear the brunt of her wrath. But it is not something you can find. It's something you must inspire. You have to follow her. The goddess who fell. You have to see the world through her eyes. Recognize her voice among thousands of other voices. Go down her path. Awaken her wrath. And then you'll be able to return home. She wanted to become more than she was. She dared to claim something that was not hers. So powerful was her song of her pride, and so quickly it was silenced. Just a night, a single night in prison, in loneliness, in anticipation of her future fate, and her pride became fear, and fear, it burrows deep like the worst of all poisons, desperation. Do you know how such emotions taste, child? Nope. Magical lantern. Don't even think about drinking this poison. Take a drop of it to the place where the seeds of wrath have sprouted. When the wrath awakens and fills everything around, you'll become a step closer to your home and to defeating the bloom. Follow my story, watch everything closely, listen carefully. Unknown can be hidden inside known, and much that is unusual lies concealed behind the usual. Take my lantern with you, it will help you to light your way. And know this, not today and not tomorrow, but you may recall the fallen goddess. Okay.
You can't stop me!
My tears again, neither mortals or Glorian, nor the one who cursed me. Skylark. Last order, my lady, it frightens me. The seed of an Everbloom Flower is almost prepared, as you requested, but what will it bring? Everbloom Flower. Alright. The flower contains immense power from which immense evil can be born. Monsters erupting on Glorian by the hundreds, at a crowded street, a busy tavern, near a baby's crib. Oh, that's lovely. So, is she evil then? She must be evil. Exactly what I need. He wanted to see kingdoms in ruins. He will. Oh, right, because she has to fulfill whatever he put the curse on now. Alright. Yeah, I get it now. At the start. Alright. The pond is deep and the water cold. Although the surface is still, you can hear faint whispers as if someone beneath the water is murmuring sadly to themselves. What was that riddle? Throw the bones, I guess. The bones of the bird disappear in depths of the pond, and suddenly the water's surface heaves, darkens, boils. It changes colour and now looks swirling, furious, menacing. Collect the water. Well, oh yeah, okay, alright, well, I think we're getting somewhere. Poison. Do that, please. Oh great, fire. Okay, water poison. The petals of the huge flower are glowing with a soft light, and its scent carries a hint of spice, which you find strangely relaxing. Despite this, however, you can't help but notice the sprouts and spikes of the plant look fanged, almost predatory. A shining magical aura surrounds the ever-blooming flower. It seems so familiar, exactly like the magic emanating from the bodies of the bloom victims, but stronger, much stronger. There's no doubt you've found the source of the disaster. Drop the poison from the lake on the petals. As soon as the poison falls on the petals blaze with a bright crimson light. The air around the flower trembles either in heat or supernatural wrath. File of poison.
We'll do it the hard way.
Oh, oh man. Grease there. A familiar silhouette emerges from the mist. It is the gnome from before, walking slowly towards you. He stops before the flower and stares at it for several moments. Well done, child. But your work here isn't finished yet. Before you go your way, a question. You've seen the story of trespassers. You've seen her fall. Love and pride brought her to this. You follow the same path. You also crave the crown. Why? My duty is make the world a better place. Duty's path may seem straight as an arrow, but it's so easy to go astray. One gives a half nod, then tilts his head and looks at you intently. Words can be mote stirred by the wind, a trifle, a whisper smoke. But when they are spoken in the right time and place, words can possess the power of a storm. At some point, a long time hence, you recall this moment and your answer. Well, people are saying I can kind of cheese this. Okay. Apparently, I'm going to cheese it. So people are saying don't do these two yet. Go with that. Then you can save it. And we will. Solve your riddle, but what to do next? You must extinguish the wrath, quench it with fire. But it won't be easy. The flower blossoms in two worlds at the same time. Here and in your homeland, Glorian. Its existence links the two worlds and cruelly casts creatures between them. If you destroy the flower in only one world, it will grow back. You must kill it in both worlds at once. But beware, violence breeds violence and wrath breeds wrath. You awakened the flower, for it was the only way to destroy it. But awakened, it summoned all kinds of monsters. And they are filled with the same wrath as which gave life into the planet. Slay the monster born from its seeds and burn that wonderful flowering blossom. Let flame consume it. But remember, the fire must happen in both worlds at once. If you burn the flower only here or only on Glorian, it will sprout again. Okay. Can I get back to Glorian? Don't worry about that. The portal's open, but the flower will live long enough. So was a goddess created for and all my troubles will do to her. I'm silent for a moment. I cannot say yes or no. The truth shifts and evaporates like a morning mist. Aren't your troubles the blood spilled from the blade of your own choices? The gnome raises an eyebrow. Those troubles that best you, this is not all. There will be many more. Know this. When you catch a fleeting shadow out of the corner of your eye and turn to look, and it's gone, it's her shadow. If you hear footsteps behind you and nothing seems there, it's her footsteps. And you hear them only because she wishes you to hear her approach. Why? It is so you know her blade is never far from your back. Okay. Alright, so now I've got to figure out who I want to take where then. Oh, it's going to be fun. Wise design. Who will you send beyond the portal? I take it we need a tank.
Serves you right.
Take fucking forever, isn't it?
Amateurs.
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
Clever ploy.
Don't know what they did there. Alright. Okay, I don't have haste anymore. Alright, that's grand. They have haste. Oh! Oh, that's my guy. Oh! Oh, that's my dragon. Holy fucking shit. Oh my fucking word. Holy moly. Oh! That only took 4 hours. That only took 4 hours. But it worked. It cost a lot of things, but it worked. I managed to understand. So what I had to do was I had to basically fucking kite it around everywhere. Kite it into the blobs. And it worked. It worked. So, you know. Hey. I'll take that for what it is. Burn it? I see you say something about burning it. Okay, we burned it. Alright. Well, are you fucking telling me I could have just kept everybody there? Didn't like fire the last time. Oh yes. Oh yes. That was easy. Right. So next time when I'm doing that, folks. Grease. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay.
Do not fall down.
Fuck me, I guess. Why does it do that, man? Aye. Damn it. The flower's mysterious glow fades, allowing you to take a closer look at this strange thing. Once a thing of beauty and elegance, now the dried flower barely clings to the wilted stalk. All the moisture abandoned the plant along with its magic glow. The petals have become grey and sagging like the wings of a wounded bird. It looks like only the root, which clings desperately to the clay floor, still maintains some life. Do not waste your time. Burn this offspring of evil before this tragedy repeats itself. I realise this plant is an instrument of evil, but must we destroy it? All it wanted was to bloom. Well, it's killing everybody, so you know what I mean? It wanted nothing more than to bloom, to spread seeds that rip people apart from the inside. No, this flower has to go. Even I understand that, though I would certainly have been a fascinating specimen to study. Do not delay and perform your duty. Burn the spawn of whatever world down to protect your people. This is the other heroic deed. The one that will sing across the ages. Do it and I'll make sure everyone knows. Oh. Okay. So what happens if I take a petal then? Play for a section of it. So that's what people were saying. So what happens if I take the petal then? Anything special happen? Oh, and another one, okay. A single spark is enough for the flower to catch fire. As if in pain, the plant withers, desperately trying to avoid the flames engulfing it. Moments later, it collapses and disintegrates into ash. The flower is extinguished, it will never grow again, and all that remains is a twisted, blackened fruit. Thank fuck for that. Burn this whole place down. Everything.
Positive I found something.
The young guard is holding her weapon with limp hands, and blood streams down her bent and broken armour. Your Grace, at last. I'm not sure how much longer we have made it without you. Heal the guard. Let me heal you. Heal the guard. Let me heal you. Oh, Your Grace. Thank you very much. Yay. I'm going to the captain ordered me to stand guard, here to help civilians flee and wait your arrival. But Abadar, I'm glad you finally made it. Monsters, Your Grace. Hydras, manticores, some sort of creatures like bears but with birds' heads. At first we thought was an enemy army, but there was no humans among them. They don't seem to be led by anyone, they just keep coming and coming and coming like an avalanche. Despite the dire situation, we're holding on. There have been casualties, but we're evacuating as many civilians as we can to safe locations. You made it just in time, Your Grace. You can still save your people and your capital. Keston? Yes, I just saw him. He ran past a group of reinforcements, cursing uphill and down dale. I'm not sure where he was heading. Okay. Defend. Well, the fierce battle rages. Those people aren't fighting or fleeing. Rather, they've entered one of the ruined buildings that seem to be filling their sacks with whatever good they have left behind. Noticing you, one of the marauders turns pale and drops it back. God. What's going on? Well, I'll fucking wonder. You have a choice. Either I execute you here and now, or you voluntarily submit yourselves to the captain of the guard and follow his every command. Looking back and forth between themselves, the pale-faced marauders eventually nod, drop their bags, and make their way to the captain of the guard under watchful eye. Nice. Okay. Way to do it. Beneath the crushing weight of a monster carcass lies a guard, unconscious and bleeding but still alive. Grace, yo, she's wounded. Help me get him off before he loses too much blood. What happened? Phew, last means makes the end of my heal. Well, I was sitting in my smithy, I heard some shouting in the street, so I grabbed my maul and headed out. I saw this ugly mug throw that poor guard to the ground and get a huge bite in, so I gave it a good whack in the head, then another, and so on until it stopped moving. Wasn't strong enough to pull the lad free from under its fat belly, though. Good thing you showed up. Killed the beast on your own. I'm impressed. I can fight alright, I just don't like to. Okay. Sell my stuff then. Elena, the local tavern keeper, runs up to you. Her face is pale and she's shaking with fear. Your Grace, what's happening? The monsters. Aristo, save our souls. Is this the end? Is the town lost? No. Calm down, everything's under control. Just follow the guards there and they'll take you to safety. Well, the guards that are dead, yeah. Yeah. Great day to be alive. Takes a deep breath and exhales loudly a few times before looking back at you, devotion in her eyes. Thank you, my baron. I know you'll protect us. She gives you a quick bow before hastily walking towards the guards. That are dead. That are dead, folks. They're dead. They're dead. Speak to me, boy. Speak to me, lad. Removes his helmet, wipes the sweat from his brow. Praise all the good lords. I'm not sure we could have held out much longer without you. Very little. Some of the monsters erupted from the patient in Kafkin's hospital, while others seem to have come straight out of the woods. There are no people among them, and they don't seem to have a commander. They fight more like raging beasts than an army. That's all we know right now. How bad the carriage is. Substantial. If you arrive much later, I doubt the capital would have been lost. Kaskin, fighting towards the centre. Stay vigilant. I'm not going to do that. Oh, should I do that? Fine. Thunderous rumble sounds from the far off. Something humongous is approaching. What have I got now? But I can't see. Oh, fucking hell, man. Okay, well, alright. Oh, he's coming towards me, is he? Oh, great.
Praised be Erastil. You made it.
You made it.
Right. All hail me. Thanks for knocking some sense back into me. Not sure I could live with myself if Jod had been gobbled up while I was playing hero out there.
We found and destroyed the source of the infection. There won't be any more seeds.
This is joyous news, or would be in most any other situation. Still, praised be your name, our deliverer. You've saved your realm and rescued the people.
You alright?
Hardly a scratch, your grace. I'm afraid the same can't be said of many of the townsfolk.
Well, what happened? Well, we kind of know what happened.
I had just finished an operation and was preparing for the next one when all the remaining patients bloomed. There were no survivors. I managed to fight my way to the street and landed straight in this monster's claws. I was running out of spells and stamina. If it weren't for you, I'd have met my end. There are still many wounded in the city streets. I aim to help everyone I can.
Oh, that'll be easy.
Go, your grace. I must leave as well. The battle isn't over yet. Horrendous creatures prowl the streets, and there are wounded in need of aid. Erastil save us all.
Erastil save us all. It's a short bow, and follows Jihad. Jod. Baby Junga. Phew, looks like we've got a bereaver. You don't mind me saying you're an exceptional warrior, Your Grace. I'm not sure you need the city guard. No, I really do. Can't believe it's all finally over. Please proceed to the throne room. We'll start cleaning up this mess and restoring order in the streets. Okay, is everything actually done? I think so. Oh, at least that was a bit quicker, but it was still long.
Your Grace, do you have a moment? Keston and I have a matter to discuss with you.
What has you so excited?
It's about the old prison, the one we were using as a field hospital. Now that the season of bloom has passed, the field hospital is unnecessary. However, the capital would certainly benefit from having a clinic. Right now, those harmed in the attack have nowhere to go to receive medical aid.
Should have a hospital. I should have a hospital already.
In my opinion, Your Grace, our top priority should be securing the safety of the people returning to the city. I believe we should convert the old prison into guards' headquarters.
We've argued in circles on the matter, Your Grace, but it is ultimately your decision anyway. We'll abide by your orders. Agreed. I'll give the necessary orders.
The season of bloom was over. Its invasion of magical beasts stopped. Finally getting a break, it was time for us to restore the capital and count our losses.
Oh, hey! Level up! We got a level. We got a level, Jesus